The operation and adjustment of GZPT series of high-speed totary tablet press machine. Machine introduction. GZPT series of high-speed rotary tablet press machine produced by Liaoning Tianyi Machinery Company Limited, applied in pharmaceutical, chemical, food, electronic, etc. industry. This machine can press granular material into tablet and applied for the production of round and abnormal medicine tablet, sugar tablet, calcium tablet, etc. in great quantity. Installment and connection. The tablet press machine must be installed on 4-shock absorption base, cannot be fixed on ground after installing and locating the machine. Use level indicator to calibrate and leveling the machine. The electric power must be connected to pad board L1, L2, L3, and PE. In distribution box, ground wire need to be connected to ground PE according to the role of this machine. Before starting the machine, check working voltage of electric power to see if the voltage is in accordance with the given number. The right rotating orientation of a module plate is from left to right, anti-clockwise. GZPT series tablet press machine should be operated in working temperature at 10 to 35 degrees centigrade. Relative humidity less 85%. Structure and working principle of tablet press machine. The tablet press machine can be divided into two parts, upper part and the lower part of a terrace. The upside of tablet press machine is the totally sealed tableting roll. This is the part to complete the whole working procedure, include force feeding system, punch press system, tablet press output equipment, dust collector system. The component of tablet press room includes top plate, cover board, and a glass door. Through gland strip, the glass door can seal the tablet press room totally to prevent the pollution from outside. The units of the upper part of tablet press machine include the main drive system, lubrication system, etc. Through gland strip, the front and the back door, left and right door can seal the upper part totally to prevent the pollution from powder. Working process of tablet press machine. Fitting, pressure, pre-pressure, main pressure molding, tablet output, main transmission agent. Main transmission agent includes AC motor, big belt pulley, synchronous cord belt, little belt pulley, hand wheel, warm wheel reduction gearbox, main axis, transducer, etc. Outputting axis from main motor connected with a little belt pulley through street key. Little belt pulley transmit the power to big belt pulley through a piece of a cog belt. Big belt pulley connected with a warm rod of a positive speed gearbox. Warm wheel installed on the main axis directly. Main axis connected with a module plate through caulking rim to drive the module plate. The machine allocates a set of independent hydraulic system, a set of electric thin oil, and a manual grease lubrication system to provide lubrication for every part of the machine. Machine operation and changement of a module. Now we take GZPT26 example to introduce the machine. The operation and adjustment of a GZPT series of high-speed tablet press machine include installment, checking, running, and main parts demarcating. Installment of the machine include installment of a module, changement of the cam of a lower guide rail, Installment of a powder scraping plate. Installment of the parts of a powder blocking rod. Installment of a feeder. According to the different module that installed, the tablet press machine can press the tablet in different shape, such as round, abnormal, or cartoon tablets. Here, we may introduce the installment of round and abnormal module. Installment of round module. Installment of round module including the installment of a middle, upper and lower module. 1. The installment of a middle module. Open the front glass door. Take away the force feeder and the little guide rail in front of the upper guide rail. Unscrew the module fasten structure. Note, the head of a middle module fasten structure cannot come out to the outer margin surface of a middle's module plate. Clean up the middle module hole with module base cleaner. Match the middle module in front of the middle module hole and place the middle module at the through of the guide's rail disc. In a middle module mounting pad, flip middle module with a handle spindle. When the middle module enters into the hole by 2/3, thump it to make into the right place, then fasten the module fastening combination. Run the machine by hand. Install all the middle modules according to the above direction. Use the knife straight edge to make the gap between head face of a middle module and a working table of a middle module plate the 0 to 0.03 millimeters. The installment of upper module. Clean the upper module at the through in front of upper guide rail. Put the upper module into the hole. After all the upper module installed, install the upper module protecting plate. Note: be sure that the protecting button is pressed. Install the oil receiving ring. The installment of the lower module. Take away the transmission block and clean up the lower module. Press on the pressing board. Install the lower module into the hole and push it upwards. After all the modules are installed, install the transmission block and fasten screws. Note: protecting button must be pressed by transmission block. 2. Installment of a normal module. The installment of the lower module of a normal module is same as the installment of a round module, but a little different between the installment of a module and the upper module. Take away the little guide rail on upper guide rail plate. Make the key of upper module round match to key through of upper module plate. Then insert the upper module and get the upper punch into middle module. Then keep upper punch in the middle module. Flick the middle module up and down. When it enters into middle module's hole by 2/3, extract upper punch. Add middle module pontoon pad. Thump it with handle spindle. Make it in the right place. Then use upper module to test the middle module. Install the next group of upper and middle module after then. Dovetail into each. After the right installing the last middle module, put out the upper module, fix the little guide rail, fasten screws, then install the upper module. 3. Changement of upper guide rail cam. The fitting depth of a powder could be adjusted through the changement of upper guide rail cam. First, take away 7 to 9 pieces of upper punch and unscrew the steps. Screw under the upper guide rail cam. Take away the location pin component beside the screw. Then move outside and base plate of upper guide rail cam forward. Put out the upper guide rail cam closewise. Move aside and a base plate and take the upper guide rail cam off. Installing process is contrary dismantling process. 4. Installment of a powder scraper. Connect the copper collar and the powder scraper with pin and install them at the right of a module disc. Adjust support plate to make pressure board press on the module disc smoothly. Check the connecting status of a powder scraper in the middle module disc. No gap but have elasticity. 5. Installment of feeder. Pull the cleaned feeder in along the upper surface of a plane stage. Lock the feeder with a pressing handle. Connect the chute outlet of a feeder outlet with extension tube. Rotate hollow shafting to connect prolate axis and axis guide. Close the control valve. Now, GZPT series of high-speed rotary tablet press machine is almost installed. Next, we will check the machine. Checking the machine generally in 2 stations: uploading check and unloading check. 1. Unloading check is the checking of a machine in the state of a power off and a power on after all the parts are installed. Check in power off condition at first. Grease lubrication checking. Push handle wheel of a manual pump 1 to 2 times. Filling up grease. If there is a bubble in oil pipe, push handle wheel of a manual pump times will eliminate the bubble. The grease needs to be filled up again when it is insufficient. There is a filling up step. Open tank cap. Hook out oil pressing piston with the iron wire. Then fill the grease. Feed on the oil pressing position and tank cap. Rotate the machine for 1 to 2 cycles by hand. Check if the machine is running normally. Close the door. Connect the controlling plug. Adjust the location of a deduster. Connect the power plug and link up the dust collecting pipe. Connect the plug dust collector. Close the control valve. Close the gas door. The fitting should will work. After making sure that the machine is normal in the state of a power off, checking in the state of a power on can be carried out. Starting. Start the machine and enter into starting interface. Check door and window protecting. Enter into device state interface. Enter into door and window protecting interface. One can set the state at working or overhauling. When the machine is in the state of overhauling, the open door and window can be ignored. Check the lubrication system. Enter into lubrication system interface. Set the lubrication mode as manual. Press manual lubrication button. Oil pump running and indicator light twinkling. Lubrication interval and the lubrication cycle can be set according to the practical situation. Back to service state interface. Check if the dust collector is normal. Enter into donkey engine controlling interface. Touch dust collector key. The dust collector running. Touch shaking key. Shaking unit of dust collector works. User can set the automatic working time, the number of times of dust collector shaking. Check the deduster. Touch starting key of deduster, and the machine will start working. Touch this key again, and the machine will stop working. The automatic working time and machine halt interval could be set according to different requirements. Back to device state interface. Check the hydraulic system. Enter into hydraulic controlling system interface. Press lifting pressure and the releasing pressure key separately can carry out the operation of hydraulic lifting and releasing pressure. Choose the input limits to right of a key for input permitting state to change the settled number of hydraulic upper limit and lower limit. Cut manual state over the automatic state. The hydraulic value of hydraulic plug can be controlled by computer. Back to device state interface. Check the fitting system. Enter into fitting system interface. Press manual fitting button. The feeder running. Touch speed up key. The feeder speed up. Touch speed down key. The feeder speed down. Press the fitting button again. Feeder stop running. Back to device state interface. Enter into rejecting system. Check the tip light output blocking board. Touch testing key. Tip light output blocking board. Open qualified tablet channel at white. Close unqualified tablet channel at left. The automatic delay time of the tablet output blocking board can be set when the main motor running and stopping. Touch black key. Back to service state interface. Back to device state interface. Enter into main pressure and fitting adjustment interface. Adjust the main pressure lifting and the main pressure reducing button. Observe the running parts of the main pinch roller. Make sure that the rotating action and orientation is right. Adjust the tip plate weight increasing and the tip plate weight decreasing button. Observe working part of a fitting adjustment and make sure that rotating action and the orientation is right. Other checking. Checking of a pressure value and a pressure amplifier. Adjust pre-pressure. Through adjusting pre-pressure hand wheel, run and manually check. If the running is normal, press running button to start the machine after everything is normal. Enter into single value monitoring page. The single value should be in 0.1 to 0.4 kN. It should be set to 0 if the number is not right. After unloading check in the state of loading. Fitting check. Turn on the powder hopper switch. Enter into fitting system interface from a device state interface. Press menu fitting key. Make the feeder impeller rotate. Press speed up and speed down key to set the rotating speed after powder is filled up. Touch manual fitting key. Set the fitting and back to production running interface. Set the converting state of a rejecting channel as reject state, namely voice rejecting. Run the machine manually. Check if the machine runs and sounds normally. Production running could be carried out after everything is normal. First, we need to set parameter for test running. Every parameter needs to be set for first production. Run it by hand and lift the pressure a little to shape the tablet. Note, the pressure should not be too heavy at this moment, just need to shape the tablet. Press running button, the machine runs through pressing powder increasing, powder decreasing button to adjust the weight of a tablet.